Hello amigos, ¿cómo están? My name is Dan and welcome back to the channel. Before I get into this video, I just want to apologise for not bringing another video out for pretty much 2 weeks now. Just super busy at work. I did nights last week and then days this week, and yeah, it's been pretty full on and just pretty much just been sleeping and been able to do a video. I've got 2 weeks off now for my birthday, so I'll be cranking out loads of videos as much as I can over the next 2 weeks. So yeah, apologies for that, but let's get straight into it. Loads to talk about with Chivas. Obviously missed 2 games. Before I do that, actually, check out the new home shirt. It's the fan version. It's not the authentic version because I can't seem to get a hold of an authentic version anywhere. But anyway, yeah, I like the shirt, and it obviously showed up a couple of weeks ago, and I just haven't been able to show you guys yet. So it's got Afro on the back. I'll turn it around a bit later on. I'm waiting for a new shirt, so once that shirt arrives, I'll put both of them, turn them around, and you'll be able to see. But yeah, anyway, guys, let's get straight into it. 2 massive games for Chivas. Like I said last time, America, and then Tigres, and then Toluca. We've still got the Toluca game to go, but America, I mean, what a game. Like, I've been telling my friends over the last couple of days, like, I think this has changed now with Milito. I think it's starting to finally click. You know that Milito's a good coach. You know that we've got a really, really good squad of good players. It's just not been clicking. It hasn't been working, and I think we've been struggling the start of this season to really find form. Individuals, showing up for moments of brilliance. I think Efra Alvarez has done well this season at periods, and I think Hormiga's rescued us a couple of times this season. Who else? I mean, really, Guti's had a couple of good games. I think Romo in the last couple of games has been brilliant. The Romo that we all know and love. I think defence has been quite solid. Campillo has been brilliant. Massive, brilliant signing. Obviously, a Cantarano that we let go, we brought back. He's been absolutely brilliant. I think Cortoro Gonzalez has been brilliant as well. Mozo went off injured, unfortunately. He's injured now. I think he's off for a while. That was devastating news. Again, it's been so long that I even forgot about Mozo. I just suddenly remembered. Hopefully he can recover really quickly and get back on the pitch, because I think we are better with Mozo than we are without him. So, yeah, first up, America. I mean, like, I said to my friends that I expect all 3 of these games to be L's. I don't think we're gonna get any points. I think I said in my last video that maybe one of these games we get a surprise result, but I think overall it's probably going to be dismal. Going on the first 3 games, going on the previous 5 games, we've had a really terrible run of form. And then we go and play the game of our lives against Club America. I mean, at their place as well. If it was at the Akron, I think maybe I would have been a bit more confident. But away from home, it's always difficult against America. We haven't won away from home against America for years. I mean, they've come out with their stat obviously after we won the game, but yeah, it's been years, and that's been years for a reason. We've been struggling. They've been relatively decent. The last couple of years, I would say they've been gettable, winnable, beatable, should I say? But we finally managed to do it this year. Brilliant game, controlled them. They dominated the ball, dominated the possession as they would. They were the home team. Really put us to the pump. Really, they pumped us quite hard, but they couldn't break us through. For once, our defence was pretty solid throughout this game. For once, I think Tyler Ranghouse had a couple of really good games. This American Tigres game, and that's hugely important. We need our defence and our goalkeepers doing really well, and they clicked in these last 2 games. And then we go and get Piojo pops up, scores an absolute world class goal. I've criticised Piojo a lot in multiple videos this season, purely because he's quote unquote our best player. He's our most senior player, Chicharito and Milito, whatever. But in terms of being here for a while now, he's a senior player for us, and he's been very good for us. He took over the mantle, I think, when Alexis Vega left, as the player to win us games and to take the team on his back and drag us over the line. And he's not been that this season until this game. He scores this goal. Brilliant. The best goal, biggest goal of his season, in my opinion. I said to my mate, I said, of course he shows up now. Like, he's a big game player. This is a big game. It's what we need. This is what we needed against Juarez and Cholos and all these other teams. consistently. I'm not saying I think he scored against Cholo or something, but um, yeah, it just hasn't been consistent enough. So hopefully he can start getting some goals now. A whole attack needs to start scoring more goals as well. Hormiga comes in. Well, I'll say that Zendejas of all people equalised the scoreline for him or for them or for us, and you're thinking that 1-1 draw away from home is not actually that bad against Club America, who are doing relatively well this season so far. And then Hormiga comes in and scores a goal. I mean, absolutely brilliant goal for him. There's everyone's seen the memes and the gifs. So, he scores against America for Chivas, and just like his dad, his dad did the exact same thing. God knows when, back in the 80s or early 90s, I think. Um, yeah, brilliant, absolutely fantastic. I love Hormiga. He's the guy now. I think that needs to be the guy. I think that's why we need to move Chicharito on. That's why I think we shouldn't have gotten Milito back, because I think Hormiga's the one that could be an absolute quality player. Because once Raul Jimenez goes, and it's just Santiago Jimenez, who else do Mexico have? I was going to say we then, but who else does Mexico have? We need these young players, these Hormigas, and there's a couple of others as well from other teams that need to step up and start, challenging for a decent L3 team. So, yeah, at the moment, brilliant. He's coming on, scoring goals for us and doing brilliantly. And we won 2-1. It's absolutely historic. I said it, I tweeted it out, it was a historic win, and it was. My American mate was like, dude, you haven't won for like 5 years. I'm like, that's why it's historic, because it's a statement. And yeah, I feel like it's a real good sign. Everyone, like, you can overhype a win, especially if it's against your main rivals, but I feel like this is a turning point for Milito now. I think he's starting to really click now. And then we go into the Tigres game. Tigres at home, massive. Even before the game started, I mean, massive drama. The whole rainstorm, thunderstorming, or whatever. It was delayed by an hour. There's videos were leaked of the torrential rain. Fans were in the stadium, and it was just torrential downpour. The pitch was flooded. Then Chivas posted out on TikTok and Instagram and whatever. Like, I think it was like 7 p.m. It was that torrential downpour, and then by quarter to 8, it was local time. It was completely fine, normal, ready to go. And several journalists, not just one, but several journalists in Mexico seized on it and went, World Cup venue, this doesn't look good. Oh my God, FIFA's not gonna like this. And then literally like 20 minutes later, the pitch is fine. It's normal, it's playable. They did go around and check it, because I follow some people on Twitter that posted and kept us updated. But it was playable, and it's like, that's what happens. And they're like, oh my God, they tried to start negativity, like, oh, is Akron going to be a decent venue? Well, yes, it is. Because under a torrential monsoon, it only took 20 minutes for the pitch to be playable on, and it wasn't just playable, it was nigh on immaculate. I mean, that pitch looked absolutely beautiful. I loved it because I was at work and everyone was posting videos of the stadium. The Akron's a beautiful stadium, just like the Emirates, but it's different. It's a different design, obviously. Just absolutely beautiful stadium, and like 100%. Definitely, it just made me ache to go back. I just want to go back so bad. But it was just so funny. Like, take this crappy false negative narrative and shove it up your ass, because that all you did was highlight just how well the drainage system is, just how well the pitch is kept and the stadium staff do their jobs. All you did was highlight how awesome it was. So yeah, in the World Cup, even if it's a monsoon and it catches everyone by surprise, you only need it. You need about 20 minutes, half an hour, before you can play the game again. The game was delayed a full hour, but that was pretty much only so that the fans can get into the stadium, because I think it was a little bit of a struggle outside of the stadium to get in. So, otherwise, it probably would have been only delayed by about half an hour. So, yeah, it was just funny. It's just like, yeah, that backfired on you so hard. It was unbelievable. And it was nice because journalists do seize on these kind of things, especially journalists. Football journalists, they anything negative is like pounce, and it backfired, and it was so funny to watch. So yeah, now I've got that little one out of the way, let's get straight to the game. Again, really tough game. Tigres are doing brilliantly. They've got a good team. They've got good players. And players that they've just signed from Europe, and I'm not going to go through their players, but they got a good team, and they're one of the best teams in Mexico, and they're no joke, home or away. It's always going to be a tough game. Um, yeah, difficult with this one. Fans are a bit divided in this one. I think fans are being too negative about it. Um, we got a penalty, we missed it, we should have scored it, we should have won the game. And you think, well, if we'd scored that penalty, we would have won the game 1-0. And that would have been a statement as well. 2 wins, American Tigres, arguably the 2 biggest and best teams in the country at the moment. That's great. But we ended up drawing. Our defence held out. Again, they had the majority of the possessions, majority of the goals, shots, or whatever. We held firm, and we really dug in and got a really good 0-0 draw out of it, in my opinion. The penalty miss was devastating, and we never get penalties, especially away from home. So getting a penalty, we should have made the most of it. We missed it. It is what it is. Their goalkeeper, the goalkeeper is an a-hole, should I say. No one likes him. He irritates everybody, but he's a decent goalkeeper, and he steps up when he needs to, even though he's like 48 or whatever now. Now Guzman. So, just so you know who I'm talking about. Getting the penalty and not winning, scoring it and not winning the game is disappointing. I understand that. We could have won it, and I think a lot of people go, well, we could have won it. And they're confusing we could have won it with we should have won it. I don't think we should have. I don't think we can say we should have won this game. The American game was great and it was a turning point, and I think it is this and the Tigres draw is a turning point for Milito and the team. I still don't think that's 2 good results in the last month and a half. We've lost against some teams that we should not have lost against. We've had a really bad start to the season. I don't think we can sit here and go, we should have won that game. We should have won that game. Like, I'm happy that we didn't lose, to be honest with you. You look at the table, you look at the fixture list, and you go, the first 5 games of the season, and then you look at America away, and Tigres at home. If somebody said to me 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, after the last loss in the last video I did, if somebody said to me in the comments on my last video, hey, 4 points out of 7, 4 points out of 6, sorry, 4.7, 4 points out of 6 against American Tigres, do you take it? I would have gone, hell yes. I would be very, very happy. That would have been an amazing result for me, and it was, and it is. Like I said, it's disappointing. You can be disappointed that we didn't score the penalty, we didn't score, we didn't win the game, sure. But don't be turning around and acting like arrogant, like we should have won that game. I don't think we can say that yet. We're not there yet. We need to start winning consistently. If we can get 3 or 4 games in the bounce of not dropping points or not losing games, getting draws and wins, then you can turn around and say, yeah, I expect this team to win now, I demand it. I feel like for us Chivas fans, we can't be demanding wins right now. So I'm very, very happy, to be honest with you. America is a tough team, like I said. Tigres is a tough team, like I said. Home or away. And to get 4 points out of 6 from them is brilliant. It's season changing for me. And it's just whether we can go against Toluca next and get a result there. That's the big test. Because Toluca, I would say they're the informed team right now. They won the leagues last season. They don't look like they've dropped much form this season. I think they're still I think they're the most dangerous team in the league so far. This season, anyway, they're by far, they're more dangerous than America and Tigres, in my opinion. So that's going to be a real test and a real sign. If we can hold our own against Toluca, even if we get a draw, if we don't lose against Toluca, then I'm like, yeah, okay, alright. Whatever has been going wrong so far is changed now, it's clicked. Sometimes you just have to wait. Sometimes managers come in, like Arne Slot, with a really good team at Liverpool, and just go and just continue and just go up and up and up and up and up. Most of the time, there's a dip. You get a new coach in, you get a whole bunch of new players. We've got a whole bunch of new players in our team now, all better than what we had. They're upgrades, they're good players, but they're still new to the system, new to playing with each other. And I feel like that's what's held us back this season, even though we had a really good preseason, in my opinion. Preseason is not enough. Especially if you're not playing against, Liga MX's rivals, consistently. I think we did, but still. yeah, so I think I think whatever's been going on has clicked now, and even if we lose against Luton, it depends on how we lose. If we lose 1-0, whatever, if it's the last ditch effort, whatever, then you can still say, well, we did quite well. I just want us to do the same performance, just play the same way that we did against America and Tigres. If they want to have the ball, give them the ball. Just keep defensively strong and tight, and then pounce when we can and make the best of the chances we get when we get them. Because we don't get penalties that often, and to waste it was a bit of a disappointment. But if we do, touch wood, if God forbid we win against Toluca, then that's 100%. Even if we draw, as a sign, that's a continuous sign that's definitely happening now that we've clicked. Milito's clicked, the team's clicked, and we've turned a corner, and then from then it's just a question of have we left it too late to get Ligia? Can we still get to Ligia? That's still a massive question mark for me. I think even if we'd won against Tigres, I think it's still a big question mark on whether we can reach Ligia by the end of the season and go. If we do, I think if we do get to Ligia this season, I think that's a good result, even if we lose the first playoff round. I still think that's a really good result for Milito to, the start of the season we had, the first few games, to manage to get to Ligia, claw our way up there. I think that would be a massive result, and I think that would be, okay, do another, win a break, and maybe sort some players out, send some away, bring some in, and then go again next year. But yeah, at the moment, it looks good. I don't want to get too carried away. This season's been really bad so far. These last two games have been really good, which is good. I'm enjoying them. I'm making the most of it because this is what a football fan is supposed to do. And you're supposed to seize the opportunity to have enjoy the positiveness when it happens. And we just gotta keep it going now, and hopefully get a really good result against Toluca, and then go from there. But yeah. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about the American game, the Tigres game. I think the American game is just brilliant. I don't think anyone can complain too much about that. The Tigres game for me is the one that's dividing a lot of the fan base. I think some fans are quite happy with me, that we didn't lose. We got a good result against a good team. We got a point. And some other fans are we should have won that game. We should have won it. We should have won it. So let me know what side of the fence you're on that. Let me know what you think we can do against Toluca. Who do you think is our best player right now? And who do you think is our worst player? I think probably Chicharito, but that's an easy one. But yeah, let me know in the comments. We'll talk about it there. And enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. I'll be doing lots of videos now over the next couple of weeks. I will be doing a video after the Toluca game, and anything else that happens. I'll try and do as much videos as I can because I feel like I owe you guys. Because it's been 2 weeks since my last video. So thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you haven't done already. I do appreciate that as well. And comment down below because we'll have a chat there. I always reply to all the comments. So anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend, or enjoy your weekend because it's about to start. And I'll see you guys very soon. Adios.